When I got home from treatment, I realized that was the easy part. Let me tell you, that was the real easy part. We had chefs, we had pools, we had hot tubs, we had masseuses. Geez, I even did yoga. But when I got home, the real work began. And what I mean by that is they give you kind of a general idea of what life is going to look like after treatment. But life is a lot different once you're out. One of the things they told me was that I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends in any circumstances where there was going to be alcohol and or drugs. Well, I didn't like the idea of not hanging out with my friends. I've got good friends, long-standing relationships. So what I had to do was find a dynamic that worked for me. And what I did is I created some boundaries. Sure, I could see my friends, but when it got to that point where they were doing the things that I used to do, I would leave. I would evacuate that. Boundaries for myself to keep myself safe. That was one of the things. So my friendships remained. I just got more quality time with them and didn't meander with the late night events. And the reason I didn't, one of the many reasons, was that I learned how to get myself onto a strict routine. That's point two. Another very important thing is your routine. See, for me, I had to get up for school in the morning because I decided to go back to school. Routine was very important for me because it made me responsible to myself. Routine also keeps you occupied and busy. Time is a very difficult thing, which leads me to another point. You have to learn how to be comfortable in your boredom. And I struggle with that daily. I still have trouble with that. Slowing down, paying attention to what's going on right now. Doing more is not necessarily doing better. So sometimes you have to just sit back and sit in the silence and learn how to cope with it. It's another coping mechanism. It's a boundary against yourself, if you will. And then the last one that I think is the most important, and it seems to be so overlooked, is everybody thinks you need to have this amazing support team. Okay, granted, it's very important to have people that care about you, and it's very important to take your aftercare very serious with seeing psychotherapy and continuing work on yourself. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's up to you. You're the one that's going to order that drink or not order that drink. Nobody forces anything down your throat or up your nose. Nobody did for me before, and nobody does after. Make your own decisions. It's imperative that you understand you have the power to make the choice for yourself. That's a few things. If you care to find out some more, look us up at wholelifebalance.com. And as always, take what you need, leave what you don't.